friends, it's Julie, and today I'm going to be talking about the Celtic Complexion organic sunscreen. This is the first time I've tried a natural sunscreen that doesn't have all the evil chemicals in it and all that. The reason that I wanted to try this was that I've had a lot of bad reactions to the chemical sunscreens that you get at drugstores and things like that, but as you probably know, if your skin is anything like my skin, then going out into the direct sunlight without sunscreen of some form on is completely out of the question. So I was fortunate enough to be offered this sample of the product in exchange for an honest review. This is not a sponsored video. I'm not being paid to say anything. This is not scripted. This is all my opinion of the product. The product is this one here. And it is an SPF 32, and it's completely chemical free, and the ingredient in it that actually protects from the UV rays is zinc oxide. And I was also sent this really actually quite detailed pamphlet with a whole pile of information about this on it. It says it's synthetic chemical free, 25% zinc oxide, non-nano mineral based, reef safe, which is good if you're going on vacation to an area of the world with reefs, and rated excellent by the EWG Guide to Sunscreen. So there is a lot of information on here. I will link to this product in the description for this video so that you can check it out yourself. I'm not just going to read a pamphlet the entire time, but it does talk about why the zinc oxide, for example, what it is, why that was selected, the type of barrier that provides to protect from the sun. I've actually found that very interesting, and it made me like this even more once I read about it. There are a lot of instructions on how you can get the very best use out of it, the very best experience. So I tried to follow that as well. So I followed all the instructions in here, for example, exfoliating your face first to make sure that it will spread the most evenly and things like that. Moisturizing as well. And then on the other side of this, it actually talks about why chemical sunscreens probably aren't your best choice. And that was also very interesting. I've heard a lot about that until now. I just didn't focus on it too heavily just because I didn't feel that I really had that much of a choice. I had to wear sunscreen, so I've heard that, you know, certain ones of the chemicals will disrupt hormones, and I've heard that they are actually skin cancer causing even more than the sun, and I don't know which parts of that are true and which aren't true. This is fascinating as well. I will be writing a blog about this once I'm done the entire line of Celtic Complexion products that I'm trying, so eventually I will actually discuss this in detail, but as I said, I will also link to the page for this product so you can check it out for yourself. Okay, on to my actual experience. I've tried this twice now. The first time was for a very short time because I just wanted to basically do a quick test to make sure that it wouldn't cause me to flare up and then have to spend a long time healing up from it. And then the next time was to actually test to see if it would actually protect my skin when compared to the chemical-based product that I've been using until now. And the product I've been using until now has, it is not organic, it is not natural, it is not, there is nothing, Mother Nature did not make this product, but it has worked for me until now in the sense that I don't get sunburned and I don't get a flare-up from it. But obviously this is a lot more attractive because if I can get those two features and not use all of those chemicals, I would like to do that. What I found when I use this, you need a very, very small amount. That's actually something that I like about very, very high quality natural products, and I wish there was another term for natural products that you could use for the high quality ones as opposed to the ones that just put natural on the label because somewhere in their ingredients there's something they found in a garden. But this particular line takes a lot of care to make sure that the ingredients that make it into their formulas are high quality, they provide the skin with benefits, and they're used in a decent amount. They are used because they need to be there. They're not just there because it's a hyped ingredient and they want it on the label. There's enough in there to actually produce a benefit. There is an effect that is caused by each of the ingredients in this. So nothing is there in some trace amount just so that they can say that there's some magical substance in there, because you may have heard of it. Everything in here is included in a good quantity if it's listed. That said, so putting this on, I found that you need very, very little. It did spread very, very evenly over my skin. I had no problem with that. It didn't seem drying at all at the beginning, and what I really liked about it, my first impression, was that it was not slimy. I am so tired of being slimy every time I walk out the door, and this one is not. There's definitely a layer that goes on top of the skin, but it is not a greasy layer. It is slightly white. I do believe that is the zinc, and it is just slightly on the opaque side. That doesn't bother me at all because my skin is so pale, other than the red parts from where there is rosacea. My skin is so pale that that is not problematic to have white put over top. Maybe I didn't rub it in, or maybe I used a little bit too much. There was, if I looked in the mirror closely, I could see that there was something there, but honestly it didn't bother me at all. That it wasn't something that stood out. It didn't look like I baby powdered my face. I did notice that it was visible on my face. After I had walked around and sweat a little bit, it was still there, so it wasn't something that kind of sinks in over time, but it could be that I'm a little bit heavy-handed. The instructions do say, apply the size of a small pearl to the face and neck. Maybe I used slightly more than that. I don't recall exactly. I don't know exactly how much a small pearl is, to be completely honest, but I could have put a little bit much. I know when I use the chemical stuff, I tend to just squeeze the bottle and then put this big white layer on, and then as long as I keep rubbing it, it eventually sinks in, so maybe I was just overkill a little bit. But as I said, it is not a dramatic white layer. I would not be embarrassed about putting that on and then walking to a store or something and having that being seen like that. I don't think it's noticeable to anybody but me, but I thought I would point that out. When I got back from walking around, walking the dog, walking to the farmer's market, there still wasn't a greasy or oily layer on my face. There was on my arms because I was using a chemical-based one, but on my face, which had this, I did not have any problem at all, which I absolutely loved. I completely intend to keep using this, buying it for my face. It's not cheap, so I wouldn't buy it for my whole body, at least at the beginning, until I completely end up being sold on it and end up changing my mind. But my first intention will be to just continue using it on my face because I absolutely love it. In terms of waterproofing, it hasn't been tested for waterproofing. The creator of the product did actually address that in the pamphlet that she gave me, and it says, "I have not conducted the FDA mandated testing for water resistance largely because I believe telling my customers that the product stays on you in the water is misleading and unethical, since no sunscreens can do that adequately." The term waterproof was excluded from the approved marketing technology in the FDA's 1999 final monograph governing the manufacture of sunscreen products because nothing on the planet is waterproof, and this term provides consumers a false sense of security while using the product. I say it's very water resistant. So I did not go swimming when I was wearing this. I did sweat a bit, but as I said, even after sweating a little bit, when I came home and I looked in the mirror, I could still see that it was there, let alone just feeling it or anything like that. So I know that after going out and sweating for, it was probably a half hour to 40 minutes, the product was still on my skin. If I were to go for more than maybe an hour or so, like maybe an hour and a half if I was really sweating, I would definitely reapply. But for about that amount of time, when just exercising normally, walking in a lot of heat, it's 30 degrees Celsius today, for example, and I've used that today, I was comfortable with the amount that was still on my face when I got home. So again, I didn't try it while swimming. So overall, I'm completely sold on this. This is definitely what I'm going to want to use on my face from now on. This is definitely the best sunscreen and the gentlest sunscreen I have ever tried. I couldn't be happier with this. Yeah, so if you are looking for a sunscreen and you've been reacting to everything else, or you are looking for something that is not based on one of the chemical ingredients that is so common in the drugstore-based sunscreens, this is definitely worth giving a try. This is a great one. I definitely like it a lot, and I had no extra redness from the sun left behind when I got home. So I will be reviewing a number of other Celtic Complexion products. If you want to see the initial unboxing video to see what else I'll be reviewing, I will put a link to it right here on the screen. But for now, it's all about the sunscreen, and I hope you're having a sunny day, even if you do have to wear something to protect your skin. But I also hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, more of the reviews of this product line, or any of the tips or tricks, or any of the other products I'll be trying out, because I review a lot of different products, I hope you will subscribe to this channel. I do make videos every Sunday and Thursday. And other than that, I guess I'll see you next time.